Today, let's go get a demo.
My name is Stephen Rose. I'm the Senior Community Manager here at Microsoft. My role is to support IT pros, much like yourself. I help build IT pro community. So if you belong to a user group, if you're an MVP, if you're a client of Microsoft, my role is to reach out to you and help you with Windows 7 and give you the answer. So I've been running Windows 7 beta now since before it was a beta in some of the early versions, and I'm running probably a slightly newer version than you guys out in the audience have, but what's great is that same functionality is still in it, and I absolutely love it. And one of the first questions I get is that your primary machine? And it is. I run my betas and everything on my primary machine. That is it. So that's how confident I am. You say I don't have any other laptops, and this is my version of Outlook, and this is my version of my browser as I start to move through this. So what are some of my favorite features in Windows 7? Well, we here at the Springboard team, we spent a lot of time on our website, and the Springboard site, which is part of TechNet, it's microsoft.com/Springboard, features all of the cool tips and tricks and information and everything that you need to better discover Windows 7, to explore the features, to pilot it and manage it. And you'll see, for example, one of my favorite areas is this area right here on featured walkthroughs, where we have videos and stuff like branch cache and App Locker and the DISM deployment image service and management system, enterprise app compat, the problem step recorder, one of people's favorite features, BitLocker, BitLocker to go, PowerShell, and if you click here on more, we have a lot more. But what do I really love about Windows 7? Well, the first thing that I love is the fact that when I'm in Internet Explorer, that I can switch through all my windows. And one of the cool things that you'll notice in this newer build is these little icons up here in the corners that actually shows you the icons for the websites, and that's something that you'll see in the RC build later. It's not in your beta build now, but it's pretty cool. But I love the fact that I can move between something like TechNet Edge, and I can move right to our Windows 7 forum, which if you haven't checked it out and you have any questions on Windows 7, go to it. It's the social.technet.microsoft.com, and just click on Windows 7 and you'll see we've got 44,000 posts. Lots of questions. So I can move through those sites very, very nicely and very easily. And it's one of the great things when you're working with multiple tabs. Or if I want to go back to my Outlook, I can go back to my Outlook very quickly and I can move between those. One of the things that I'm running here is something called Direct Access. And you'll notice up here in the top right-hand corner, it says corp.microsoft.com. And if you look very carefully, it says Internet and Domain Access. And very simply, what Direct Access is it replaces the need for a RAS client. My computer, whenever I log in, no matter where I'm at, I can be at a Starbucks, I can be working from home. As soon as I log into my computer, I put my smart card in, and as soon as I log in, it immediately connects to my corporate servers and gives me access to items directly on our corporate network, which is great. Because how many times has somebody emailed you and there's a link in there for something internal, and you go to click it and what happens? You get that web page that says fit file not found, then you got to go pull out your little Cisco ID token and you got to type it in and you got to put in a little number and you got to wait for it to go again, do the little number again, type it in, get to it, re-click the link, get back to you. I'm exhausted. Doesn't really work for me. So this, I'm immediately connected wherever I go to the resources. In my intranet, I can access anything. I can get into our corporate shares. So what's great is I can leave here, put my computer to sleep, get to Starbucks, wake it right back up, click, and I'm immediately back at those resources wherever I'm at. And it's absolutely one of my favorite features in Windows 7. Now, it does require IPv6, and it does require Server 2008 R2, but Direct Access, branch cache, which enables the caching of files that are used often in a network, are two of those really great features that we're very excited about for enterprises in Windows 7.
But no more passwords.
Well, you still need the password for your smart card when you first log in. When I sit down at my laptop, I put in my smart card password, but that's it. I don't need to start doing it with 12 different ones and through 3 different pieces of software and again the numbers and the digits. It's much easier. It's seamless. You don't realize that it's happening. And that's just really one of the great things about Direct Access. And I'm on the beta here at Microsoft. We've set it up for some of our employees, and I will never go back to having to rise in through this little IT Connect thing. It's so much faster, so much easier. And the fact that you're just there, and there's no difference now in working at home or working from work or on the road. When I travel, it's absolutely tremendous because I'm always connected to what I need to get to.
Fantastic.
What else is really cool? Well, you know what? So many people, and I don't know why, they love Shake. I don't get the whole shake thing. So let's take some windows here. And one of the things that I also love is if I take my Outlook window and I drag it right, it automatically forms itself. And if I grab this one and drag it left, it automatically takes up half my screen. And what I really like is I can also use these cool Windows shortcut keys. And if you go to our blog, we'll tell you all about them. There's some cool stuff, but I love it. But if you've got multiple windows open, one of the things you can do is you can take your top window and you can shake it. And notice how that bottom window went away. And if I shake it back, that window will come back.
Oh,
So I shake, and it goes away. And I shake, and it comes back. And I shake, and it goes away. And I shake, and it comes back. And it does a little dance. So shake is one of those great features that I really like. I also love the fact, and it's funny because I have a Vista machine at home, and I'll go to grab a window and want to do that with it, or grab a window here, and again, just want to bring it up full screen, or pull it down, or pull it left, and pull it right to manage. And I can't do that with Vista, and it keeps kind of driving me crazy when I get to that point, because I get so used to that, just pull it up to the top and dock it. And you'll notice I got my start menu up at the top, and that's just because I'm weird and like it up there. So that's just some of our really nice features within Windows 7. The search feature is another one. This is one of the things that I love. So if I type in the word backup, it automatically shows me all the programs that relate to backup. It says turn off background images, change your desktop background, back up your computer, backup and restore, now even internet backgammon. The great thing is even if a tool isn't called backup, if I type in restore, it'll figure all of the things that I want to do. Do I want to restore start menu default, or a computer, or reinstall Windows, or do a system restore or backup and restore? So it's very smart. It tries to figure out what I want to do and helps me to find it. If I type in someone's name, I'll type in my friend Asim, who works on the MSDN team, and we'll notice right here, it automatically goes into Outlook and not only finds all the emails, but it even finds his contact card. And there's a picture of my friend Asim. He's part of the MSDN team. So for those of you that get MSDN Plus, Asim is one of the guys behind it. And there's his contact card. So it's great. It's really given me a lot of control over my information, what I'm looking for, and helped me to just work smarter and easier and better. And it really is, I think, we're Windows for your PC simplified, Windows for the way you work. All these different terms are being used, but it really is true. It has made things a lot easier. I can put my gadgets wherever I want, have the right, desktop background that I'm looking for, find things easily. I even found some search plugins for Flickr and YouTube. So I can even find pictures on Flickr and things on YouTube that I'm looking for. So I like it very much.
Wow. I read a lot of stuff about boot times and battery usage. Can you tell us something about that?
Absolutely. Well, I have an extended battery on this computer, which on my Vista laptop, I got about 2.5 hours. And you'll see right there, it says my full lifetime is 3 hours and 44 minutes. So I'm getting some pretty good battery life. I'm finding a good, it's huge between the original version of Vista and now since Vista SP1, and Vista SP1 was great, it's helped even more. But here's one of my favorite things. If I put my computer to sleep, we're going to see how quickly that goes to sleep. So we'll see that is now, I'm just waiting for it to finish spinning down. I'm waiting for that little blue light to go away. It'll go to sleep in about 10 seconds, pretty quickly. So I really can't complain. Hibernate is just about as quick as well. But coming out of sleep, that's the one that really gets me, and that's the one that really impresses me, is how quick things come out. So our boot time is faster. It's certainly faster, a little bit faster than Vista. Our sleep times and hibernate times are considerably faster over the previous products. The battery life is definitely better, but just that ease. And you'll see all the lights are out. So I'm going to pull it out of sleep so we can see there's no lights. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And let's see how long it takes for that screen to come up. So it's going to go ahead and it's going to do its thing, and there we go.
Oh.
I'm ready to log in.
Wow.
That's it.
That's fast.
Yep.
So how does it do that? How do you save your energy?
They've spent a lot of time taking a look at extra services where they could reduce cycles. What's starting up at startup? Does it need to start up at startup? Is the code fat? Could the code be thinner? We had a great meeting with some of the folks from the product team and some of the folks from the engineering team, John Devon and Gabe All, and I've talked with Mark Rusinovich about these features, and they really took a look at every single thing that was involved. How much power is this using? Are there features that aren't needed? How long does it take for this piece to spin up? Is it the right order for it to spin up? Is this the most optimized code? And the great thing is we did most of this work with Vista. For those of you that went from Vista to Vista SP1, you saw a dramatic difference in battery life and how well the operating system worked and the stability. And we took what we've learned there, plus a lot of just chatting with IT pros and enterprises and the problems that they had and where their big concerns were with boot times and getting back to systems quickly, and really listened to what you had to say and really made it part of Windows 7. And again, I'll point not only the Springboard blog has got great stuff, but the E7 engineering blog. You can read why they picked the exact level of shine that an icon needs to have, which I'm a geek. I really am. See, I even have my little geek mug.
Oh yeah.
Very much the geek. But I'm a geek, but even I don't need to know why that level of shine is that good. But they took a look. If it wasn't bright enough, people didn't notice there was a change. If it was too bright, it guided too much. How do you figure out when enough glow around a button is enough? And these guys have done their homework and really listened to what you guys out there had to say about how to make it the best product possible.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Hopefully I'll see you guys on the bus. If not, come visit me at TechEd. I'll be there. Come say hi. You can't miss it. It's there.
We'll be seeing you. Thank you, Stephen.